21 days after, it was like a nightmare for them. That, oh my God, this is bigger than we ever expected.
And we couldn't understand why he kept on calling, but still, it just didn't seem to register.
Well, then we began to get maybe the idea that things were a little bit further along, more serious than what we had thought about in the past.
Elvis and I communicated really when he left Germany by music. He would send me records like Take Good Care of Her, I'll Save the Last Dance for Me, Hey, Hey, Paul, I Want to Marry You One Day, Sealed with a Kiss.
It makes me feel a little more like I'm there with her.
I, in turn, would send him back, I'll Save the Last Dance for You, Soldier Boy, but that's how he communicated, and I would always wait in the mail for my 45 to come in.
Maybe we were too naive at that time, but
this morning, fans from all over the world are preparing to say a final goodbye to Lisa Marie Presley, who died last week after suffering a cardiac arrest. In just days, the only daughter of rock and roll legend Elvis Presley will be remembered during a public memorial service at Graceland, her iconic childhood home in Memphis. After her father's death, Lisa Marie inherited the 8-bedroom mansion, and Graceland soon opened its doors to legions of fans, with more than 20 million visiting so far. In the days since Lisa Marie's death, even more people stopping by to pay their respects. A historic and beloved landmark for so many. But for Lisa Marie, Graceland was home. And Lisa Marie's memorial service will be held here at Graceland on Sunday. It will be open to the public and live streamed. And after the service, everyone will be invited to join the procession to the meditation garden, which will be her final resting place.
She was either going to be a young mother staying home by herself all the time, or she had to get her own life.
He had just gotten up. I was determined to go in, and believe me, this took everything I possibly could to do. This was the moment I feared. I walked in and said, I have something to tell you. I just remember looking at his face and him sitting there in disbelief. I don't think he believed what I was saying was true. And the first thing he said, is it someone else? Are you leaving me for someone else? There was so much that wasn't said that I couldn't say. It was me growing. It was my needs. It was a lot of pain, because you have to remember, I still loved him very much. Still do. That was the hardest thing in my entire life, when you love someone and then have to leave them. But I never would have.
Genuine royalty came to pay their respects.
My late mother-in-law used to say, grief is the price we pay for love.
Her childhood home and now her final resting place. Lisa Marie alongside her father Elvis.
On the front lawn of Graceland in Memphis, Tennessee Sunday, fans from across the country gathered for a public memorial service and a goodbye to Lisa Marie Presley. In the emotional service, we heard from Presley's friends and family, including her mother, Priscilla Presley, who read a tribute written by one of Lisa Marie's children.
She knew it was close to the end. Survivors, guilt, some would say, but a broken heart was the doing of her death. Our heart is broken, Lisa. We all love you.